Well, you don't have to wait too long, Chef. As we can see, the judge and the coaches are coming out. Oh, those fantastic umbrellas and a bulging, excited crowd here as well, here on Recurve Sunday. And here come the athletes as well. Perhaps not the lineup we all expected, but it will be the Danes facing Slovenia for the women's recurve bronze gold medal final. Well, as you can see, the crowd very excited about it. And look how packed it is today. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I think people are are finally enjoying the nice weather after a long week of maybe some less fortunate weather.
Exactly. Well, the athletes are nearly on the range. As you see, they get a walkout here in Munich, right in the heart of the city in this Bavarian capital. Let's go down to the field of play for the athlete introductions.
On target number 1, representing Slovenia, Nina Korel and Anna Uma. On target number 2, representing Denmark, Christine Andersen. Rami David und Nana Jakobsen. The line judge for this match is Sabrina Steffens.
Well, there we have it. The team's out now. Urska Kavic, the 24-year-old, lines up with Nina Korel and Anna Uma for Slovenia. Denmark line up with Christine Andersen, Randy Dine, and Nana Jakobsen. A hard one to call this. You'd probably fancy the Danes slightly?
Statistically speaking, yes, I think so. On the other hand, yeah, there's a reason that Slovenia is in this bronze medal match, so I'll be interested to see how this one gets along.
Well, it will be Denmark up first. Time to go for bronze here on Recurve Sunday. And a wide left 6 as the sighter.
Five.
And very interesting left 5 as well. And you see them vigorously moving their sides. Hopefully Christine will be able to adjust, which she will. And she's on the right, so maybe over-adjusted or maybe just not the best shot. But at least Slovenia will now have been able to capitalize on it, maybe, and adjust their sides beforehand.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? That shooting second in that first this first set is does give you the advantage of seeing 3 arrows fly down the 70-meter range first.
Yeah. Sometimes it's better to shoot second than to start off first. And it can be many things, many reasons for shooting so far left. It can be due to the difference in wind in the practice field and the finals venue. But it can also be the difference in angle of approach. So it might be that the practice field is a bit of at a different angle, and then just the whole light circumstance will change. So the angle the sun will hit your string at, you're trying to align with your string in your sight picture.
8.
So basically your string is very close to your eye, and you want to align that with your direction of shooting. So you want to just barely look past the string. If there is a lot of sunlight on it, it will be a big blur, and your width of the group might change.
So down to Anderson now to finish things off for Denmark.
And that's a 9-10-9er.
Close, skinny arrow, what do you reckon?
From my first instinct was, oh, that's a 10. So they might be right.
43 marked for a measure, though, that last arrow, so we hand back over to Slovenia. Playing the set system here. So each, the 6 arrows in each set are self-contained, and the team with the highest score will get 2 set points. If they're level on score after 6 arrows each, it's a point apiece.
So even though she just shot a 5, they only need a 5 now to get the set. And that's a 9, so that's more than enough.
So there you have it, the 2 set points going to Slovenia. And I actually said it, perhaps not the team that we would expect to have made it this far, but they have fought their way through. Georgia, Ukraine, Italy, losing out to Germany in the semi-finals, and now they lead the way here in this bronze medal match.
Yeah, definitely, and they've done so quite convincingly in this first set. The nice thing about the set system in this case for Denmark is that the next set they start at 0. So even though they're trailing by 2 set points, it's not like they're trailing by 5 points cumulatively. Sorry, that's a difficult word for me to say.
At this time on a Sunday morning.
So yeah, Denmark can just get back into this by getting a good second set in. So it will still be interesting, I think.
And if you look at so if you take the first half of that set for Denmark, 6-5-7, versus the second half, 8-8-10, they definitely improved. So they had to use those first 3 hours as proper sighters.
Yeah, so I think they should be able to start off at a higher level now and maybe clinch the second set to tie up the match.
Well, an intriguing start to the day here on Recurve Sunday. Slovenia will be the happier of the 2 teams, and they are enjoying themselves out here in Munich. I mean, Chef, the dramatic change in weather. It was almost like the weather knew that we were going to be live this weekend. Rained until Friday, and then bright sunshine out for Slovenia and Denmark in this bronze medal match. Denmark trailing after a tricky start to the first set, and it will be Randy Dine to shoot first in the second.
It was a bit of a longer hold, and also in the shot, yeah, I don't know, maybe it leaned a bit towards the left, but she did adjust her sight, and she has been consistently hitting on the left. So. Yeah, so some encouragement from her teammate, just saying, come on, strong shot, which is what you need in these situations where you're trailing and you want to put some pressure on the opponent.
First 10 of the match there from Anderson.
So definitely some shaking going on, but it doesn't seem like any fatigue or maybe being overbowed. I think it's just a little bit of nerves that make her shake a little more than what she's used to, but it doesn't have to be so bad if you shake a little bit, because essentially you just want to have your side pin kind of close to the middle, and at the moment of release you'll automatically correct for it. So especially with recurve archery, you try to push the arrow to the middle rather than waiting for the shot to happen. That one's gone a bit wide, but I think the circumstances are also not necessarily the easiest, as the sun is coming directly from behind them, which is, it's nice because it's not shining into your face, but it means that the target face is really bright. So aiming might be more difficult than when it's a bit more flat, when the light's a bit more dimmed.
Target of 49 set by Denmark. 56 available to the Slovenians. And 9 will be enough.
Really forcing the arrows into the gold here. So not the most relaxed form that we've seen so far, but yeah, she makes it stick.
And the 8 closes the set.
Well, it's a convincing start from Slovenia here. 4-0 up against the slight favourites, Denmark, for this bronze medal match, and looking very much in control. Yes, there's some nerves on the shooting line, but when the arrows fly 70 metres down to the end of the range, they're hitting a better part of the target than the Danes are hitting.
Yeah, and essentially that's what archery is about, isn't it? Yeah, you can have the best technique or stand completely still, but if you hit them, or if you don't get them in the goal, then you're not going to win any matches. So it's I always say it's better to shoot a sloppy 10 than a nice 9.
Yeah, this is a very good way of describing things, and here Karel, Kavic and Uma are in control for Slovenia. We take a look back. Chef, it's an opportunity here to put a bit of additional thought into this. 70 metres down a range, skinny arrow that's what, just under a metre long?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's typically 70 to 80 centimeters long, yeah.
And it's flying down 70 metres of the range. Does it fly flat and in a straight line straight to the target?
No, definitely not. I think for these women shooters, if I'm not mistaken, they go about 4 meters into the air in like a parabolic shape. Because, yeah, obviously the draw weight of these ladies will be somewhere between maybe 35 and 45 pounds. So that's what they pull back with their 3 fingers and hold for a couple seconds. So it's that's also one of the reasons why you see some of them shaking a little bit. It's not so easy as it looks, but it's not enough to shoot in a straight line. There's always some kinetic energy involved, and you need to aim up a little bit, which is why they have adjustable sights that you can move the altitude of.
So an arc that peaks at 4 meters. Just have to think about that. We go into the third set here, and Denmark have to win it to give themselves a chance at bronze.
She started on the left and then she corrected, but maybe overcorrected, as her last couple of arrows have been on the right. But she just did move her sight over, so she is really looking to hit the middle here.
Ballpark of 20 seconds per arrow, per archer.
Yeah, typically in a recurve match, and often ladies are a bit quicker in shooting than the men. So typically it's not really an issue to get it within the 2 minutes for the 6 arrows.
10.
We'll switch back to Slovenia here. All they have to do in this set is match the Danes. They don't even have to beat them. Share of the points is enough for them to get the medal.
Yeah, so 5 set points will win the match, and if they share this set, then they'll obviously get 1 set point, adding up to 5. She didn't seem overly happy with that shot, but she's definitely happy now with it, especially where it hit. Yeah, that's a really good shot.
28.
So they have bought themselves some leeway here. They have 2 points advantage, maybe 1 if the 9 asterisk is gonna be graded up.
Yeah, the asterisk indicating a measure for Denmark's 3rd arrow. Randy Dine with the 4th.
9.
Well, Jakobsen uses most of the Danes' time. Process taking not much more than 20 seconds, I wouldn't say, but effective with another 9.
Yeah, she just takes a little bit more time on the line. But a very clean, very quick shot, so brings them up to a 54 or maybe a 55 if that arrow hits the line,
Yeah.
which I think it might well do.
Yeah, I think you may be right, and that 10 very critical. But Uma, Kavic and Corel have a big opportunity here.
And if they can keep it within the gold, then they at least share the set, and that would be enough. So 2 9s will do the trick. A little shaky, and she is typically, if she shakes more, she hits more left low, which maybe means that her left shoulder is not so stable in a situation like this.
Well, 10 for the win. That's gone into the 8, and all of a sudden that measure becomes very important.
Well, actually, it becomes less important, doesn't it?
Well, yes, I was just about to turn around and say, actually, it doesn't. It means that Denmark have got 2 points, but it could be a bigger lead they had in that set.
Yeah. So yeah, what I was saying is typically for a right-handed recurve archer, if your left shoulder creeps up during the shot, so if you're not really pulling through the clicker, your draw length indicator in a balanced manner, your shoulder might creep up, and that's very it can be an indicator for shooting left low arrows. And then I think that is what we might be seeing at Slovenia's side, where most of the bad shots or not great shots are going left low in the 9 and 8 ring. So here's that shoulder I was talking about. You can see where that little Slovenian flag is. If that's not stable, and it's you can see it moving and wobbling around. If it hits, or if the clicker goes in the wrong moment, you'll shoot left low, and that's also after the shot. You can see it kind of bump up, and that might just be enough, because a couple millimeters on the shooting line means a couple centimeters at 70 meters. So the margins are really small.
Yeah, it's 5 centimetres. Micro-millimetres make a big difference at the shooting line. Slovenia still rocking the roost here in Munich, leading 4-2, but Denmark have had a strong fight back in the 3rd, and we get ourselves ready for the 4th, and we welcome Randy Dine back to the shooting line.
8.
She went off to the right again, visibly annoyed with the fact that she's hitting right now rather than hitting in the middle. She's been constantly chasing that middle line. Looked like a good shot. Kind of hit right as well. It seems like the circumstances are really calm, so it might just be a little bit of wind drift that they were experiencing before, and now that has just dropped away. Or
That's a 9.
and though a 25 is not terrible, it's also not great if you're in a position where the other team only has to tie it. A little bit of a stumble in the release. I think she knew at the moment of release that that was going to the right. She was trying to correct it with her left hand, but it was a bit on the late side. So now that 25 that I was talking about earlier is kind of enough to get 1 point lead. So if they can get 3 good arrows in, I think they might force a shoot-off out of this.
Yeah, it's looking that way after a very shaky start for Denmark. 4-0 down after 2 at the halfway stage, although this is a long hold. And she's gone left this time.
Yeah, I think a long hold doesn't have to be bad, but this one, it looked like she lost control after a while. So the shot was a bit sloppy and a bit rough, but I'm sure she knows that better than I do.
9. Oh, that's a 7, sorry.
Well, I questioned myself then when the stadium announcer said 9. I thought that's gone into the 7, hasn't it? Well, it has gone into the 7. Corrected in venue for a 40,
8.
potentially on the cards here. What? It is 40 indeed.
So another 8. If my math is correct, they need 3 8s at least to tie the set and make it 5-3. If they get anything less than 16 points with these 2 arrows, we go to a shoot-off.
Yeah, there you go. So scores updated well. The chance is still there for Slovenia here. They just need to match that 48, and as you can see, a 9 will do it.
Yeah, and she's been very, very stable as an anchor.
8 to win.
And it is a 9.
Gets it into the 9. It's been an intriguing start to coverage here on Recurve Sunday. Slovenia, a bit of a surprise package, making it into the bronze medal match. Were certainly the underdogs against Denmark, but they started on a flyer going 4-0 up and managed to see it through. You can see the disappointment on the Danes' faces.